pointed at me. Okay, so first we combined our these minor chords with the new ones that we learned. So here's the A minor, D, and E7. Okay. So we combine them like this. Started with that A minor, went to this D minor, then we go to this E7, and then we went up to this A minor. Here's the D minor in the same spot, 10th fret, back to A minor. So then we talked about 9 chords. Okay, so this is actually, I was telling Jeff, this is actually a 9 chord, even though I told you it was an E7 chord. It is an E7 chord, but it has a 9. So I don't know if you know this like C7 shape, right? You can move it up to the E, like that. And then if I move, this is actually an E note. And if I move it up a whole step, then it becomes a 9. So if these are both E's, this is like 1, and this would be 8. It's the octave, right? So if I move it up a whole step, that's a 9. That's why it's called E9. Yeah, and that's like a nice, natural, smooth sound. If I can play that, or if I move it up a half step, it's a sharp 9. And that's a Jimi Hendrix chord. A lot of people call it a Jimi Hendrix chord. Now that sounds great in minor swing. Or, so that'd be if it's sharp. You can also play it flat from where it was, which would be right there. Okay, so there's the sharp 9, there's natural 9, and here's the flat 9. You can play it like this, okay, with a bar, or you can play it like Jeff figured out, like this, which is doable to do that. Okay, so those are different options to make that E7 a little bit crunchier. So here's how it would sound if I play one of those. I'm gonna do the new chord progression that we just figured out using both types of chords, minor chords, and then I'm gonna throw in that 9 chord instead of this one we've been doing. Okay, so the sharp 9. So here's how it goes. There it is, right there, E7. I might come back down. See, I just alternated between my flat 9 and my sharp 9. Coming back to my A minor. And now as a final piece of extra credit, Jeff and I were talking about something that he heard where at the turnaround, you play 4 A's, and then you play an F, and then an E, and then you start over. Okay? So let's do the second half of the song. I'll show you how that sounds. So here's the D. Here's my A minor. Here's my turnaround. 1, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, E, 2, and start over. Okay, so I just take my E chord and move it up a half step to F, and then move it back down to E, and my A. So have fun with that.